Yo, what's up? Hope y'all staying blessed, staying ready out here. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Hope y'all got a snack, water, fruits, veggies, snacks, whatever it may be. But I'm gonna get straight into it. As you can tell by the title, it's okay to be misunderstood. There's a level of reassurance and confidence you have with yourself when you're presented opportunities, or not opportunities, but when you're presented situations where you're misunderstood. Before I get into whatever the details, I was talking to some people, made me think about it, their experiences with being misunderstood, and then feeling the need or desire to correct the person on the misunderstanding. But for me, it made me realize, like, back when I was younger, elementary, middle school, it started young with me, at least, when I started to realize, the easy misunderstanding that tends to happen, at least with me personally. When I was younger, obviously, it's not just a one-sided perspective. It goes both ways. Of maybe how I came across made it seem a certain way, and how they perceive the world is blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I just don't want to seem like I'm not saying like the person is simply the person misunderstanding. Maybe it's I'm misunderstanding how to properly phrase whatever it is I need to phrase. But when I was younger, I realized I was slightly like different in a way. Like I would talk to people, the responses I would give, like, things aren't really matching up to not even just how I think the world is, but it's like how information is being given into what this person's saying, then certain actions, blah blah blah. It's a lot more detailed. Kind of bringing it up kind of muddles it, but the whole process of misunderstanding. There's parts where I would tell people jokes, or I would tell people things, and it's like they would take it in a different direction. And, younger, I didn't have the best mentality, so it did play in my head for a little bit. The whole process of like, am I tweaking it? Am I the source of all this? And it's like going through the process, middle school, high school, social anxiety, whatever, get in my head, be an introvert. Some people are more socially adept, they're able to just conversate fluently. You don't have to be an extrovert to be socially adept. You can be an introvert, but just be able to just flow with anybody. Just have a conversation, it be chill, and just you be comfortable and just confident in yourself. And then that obviously gives the whoever else is in the conversation the same energy, and they feel the same thing. But it got to a point, like in high school, I was like, I'm gonna be misunderstood regardless of like who I talk to. It doesn't even have to be people my age, it can be people older than me. And then at this point, as I'm getting older, it's like talking to kids, and it's like, it's just how you phrase things. But even then, it's just like, if you phrase something to a person, they still don't get it, even if it is to their own like benefit or to their own strengths. Like, obviously, because everyone learns differently, so you got to be able to communicate differently per person. I think I talked about this in another year. So it's like that type of stuff is like, that's what the understanding is. And even at the point, it's like, if you feel like you're actually explaining it properly well to the point where it's like this person should understand it, because if you say to somebody else, they're gonna understand it, even if they don't know what it is yet. Let's just say it's like, this is how apples grow. You tell this person, it's like, this is what it is. It's like, wait, this is how oranges grow? I don't know how this came across. Tell this person, this is how apples grow, blah blah blah. Oh, so that's how apples grow out of the... Oh yeah, there you go. It's like how you say something to a person, and then if they understand it or not, if they misunderstand it, it's okay. It's honestly perfectly fine to be misunderstood. And even if it's not like you describing something, because that's just a small facet of it. It's like who you are as a person. This is the meat of it for what I want to get across. For who you are as a person. If someone is just misunderstanding you as your character, maybe from what they've seen, because I have other videos on YouTube from podcasts that I made, and like how I came across wasn't like, looking back, I cringe because I'm like, I know I'm just not comfortable in that situation. So like how I'm coming across does seem ingenuine, doesn't seem natural. And this is me trying to exert myself a little more, because I'm normally chiller, whatever. I don't be like, I have energy sporadically, so it's like, there's segments to this. There's times where I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? What's up? There's times where, well, let's get active type shit. So it's like, it's okay if somebody has like a different image of you in their head, because everyone's gonna have a different image of you. You should have the whole image of yourself and the nuances that are there, and you don't have to know every single aspect of yourself right now. It's not an immediate task where you have to stress about it. It's a lifelong journey for you to constantly learn about yourself and to understand yourself. And you should understand that there's parts of yourself that you don't even know yet. And there's like, be comfortable in that. Be confident that you still have room to grow. And there's still more to learn. And to the people that you come across and that may be like, wait, what type of person is this? Or when I met this person, they were like this. It's just like, every day you just have to try to be better than you were yesterday. And there's going to be days where mentally and emotionally you may not be in the best place, and it's going to affect you and how you act to people, and how you may react, what you may say. And to the point, it's like, that person's going to have a perception of you, and that's perfectly fine. So if that person meets you again, or let's say in that situation, or somebody else, let's say that person tells somebody else, when I met this person, they were acting like this. So now there's two people with different ideas of you, different understanding of you. They already have a preconceived judgment and notion of like, okay, this is how this person is. This is how I understand this person. But when they meet you, as long as you are able to when you have a conversation with somebody, you are able to be yourself, be authentic, and ask questions, listen, and then answer questions as well, to the point of, this person will now understand, oh, what I experienced or what this person told me may have just been of the moment. This is what this person's actually like. As long as you can convey your energy and convey your character, being misunderstood is just a time and place. That's nothing to worry about. If let's say somebody you like, you tell them you're talking to them, and they maybe just think of you differently because of something you said. Maybe it was a joke, maybe it was whatever, sarcastic, or whatever it may have been. That person now goes to be like, this person's not who I thought they was. That's okay. Because even if that in itself is probably you seeking something, so there's something else there. But if somebody just misunderstands you, whether you want to further conversate with this person or if you want to work with this person, if there's a misunderstanding, think about obviously what happened. Is if you were authentically yourself and the person misunderstands it, or just maybe obviously also take in mind, people are not everyone's gonna get along. Not everyone's gonna get along. You can be the nicest person, there's gonna be someone that does not like you. You can be the kindest person, there's gonna be someone that does not like you. That's just how it is. Being misunderstood and understanding, not everyone's gonna like you. Two the same thing. Not everyone's gonna like you, and being okay with being misunderstood. Two connecting, I don't know why I did this, like it connects, two connecting pieces. Two connecting pieces of two separate things. But both of those stand paramount to I don't want to keep using that word. Stand at pillars to what's talked about in past videos, your confidence, your foundation of who you are as a person. The more you're okay with the reality of being misunderstood, and the more you're okay with the reality of not, or acknowledging that there's going to be people that just simply do not like you, and you cannot control it. This guy's speeding down the residential, man. This kids, man. As long as you're okay with those, the other steps to your growth, to success, to longevity and joy, happiness, contentment, those two are part of that. There's a lot more to it. Obviously, life is there's a lot to life, and it's not complicated. It is simple, but there is a lot to life, in this life at least. But ultimately, yeah, that's the whole thing about being misunderstood. ultimately, you are going to be misunderstood throughout points in your life. And if you have led a life of experiences, you would have experienced being misunderstood. And maybe you are a person that can be like slightly jaded to that, be like, oh, man, that's bothering me. Why was I misunderstood in this situation? Or if you're someone that just brushes off, like, it is what it is. That's good. Be able to just brush it off. But if it bothers you, there's more to it than just what I said. Obviously, there's context and things. Remember, guys, context. Common sense isn't so common. It's just sense at this point. There's certain people with sense, and there's certain people that just do not have sense. Drink your water, guys. That's it, man. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Like I got it across. Now, you know, we don't gotta. This ain't no lecture. This is just me. Reminder, guys. Hey, guys. Reminder. Yeah. If you, I'm not saying this whole YouTube shit. Give me comments, feedback. We're getting love, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate any comments that I get. Any feedback as well. If you liked, I said I wasn't gonna say this. Stay safe. No, don't stay safe. Stay how you live, man. Stay how you live. Just stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say.